Hey guys, I'm back with another video. And yeah, my nails still look jinky, but we're not gonna get into that. Today we're gonna be finally closing out my January budget. And this is probably a little cray-cray, but it is what it is, just because I have been, I don't want to say so busy, trying like to do other things, but that is the case. So this is my note section that I do go ahead and set up at the beginning of the month, where it just has my goals, anything financially related that I'll need to look out for or need to happen. I do go and list that here. So you see I have like my Etsy shop expenses and things like that, and then my savings tracker, as well as my overview right here. So from now on, I'm going to put my overview here. I did used to go ahead and put a notes, use one of the pages in the notes section, but I won't be doing that anymore, just because we have these extra dashboard pages that we didn't have. So this is my calendar view. I don't think I did a check-in for like my last paycheck check-in, and I won't even attempt to go ahead and do that. But and I didn't even put down like all my stickers. As you can see, I did have some no spend days, but we'll just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so first let's just go ahead and close out my whole budget. And before I get into that, if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell for notifications of my next upload, and let's go. So as you can see here, this is my January budget. I have my income and all of my expenses set up. I do go ahead, and as well as I do a variable income spread, which I don't film, just because that's a relatively short video. And yeah, so we have my debt snowball, my weekly check-in, which I don't film either. I do weekly check-in, but for the most part, I give you guys paycheck budgets where I go ahead and balance these out, which honestly, I haven't even did that either. So I'm not even going to try to go into these paychecks for the most part. That will be a headache. So we already know what one of my goals, my overview goals, is to do this next month. Even though we're like in the middle of next month, is now February 16th. But I just felt that it was the need just to go ahead and do the video because it was necessary. All right. So for the most part, in terms of my salary, it is what it is. There was no change there. My paycheck relatively does stay the same because I am salary. So I did bring in $4,065 for the month. Rollover, honestly, there was no rollover, and it should basically be like variable, but that's what it is. No rollover or anything to account for, because I spent absolutely every penny that I could spend, to be honest. So now let's look at my weekly check-in just to go over my expenses. So as you can see here, when I weekly check in, I group in a lot of my categories that I go ahead and track in my monthly view. So let's just go ahead and add up everything just to see. Now, in terms of household expenses, it says I only have one, but I almost feel like I had more than one. And it's probably not a lie, because I am pretty much like empty as far as I have like no toilet tissue. No toilet tissue, no toilet tissue, no paper towel. I have like little stuff that I usually have, like paper plates, cups, because I hate washing dishes. It's just ridiculous. I don't even think that I went grocery shopping this month, and that's crazy. Well, it's not crazy because I have been having issues with my I'm just gonna put this back here just so that you guys know. So anything in the green meant it was a household expense, and I only have one green sticker, which I know for a fact I went to Family Dollar this day and just picked up like certain little stuff, just because honestly my family is really not in the house 9 times out of 10. So this is why I probably stretched this long from the month before, just because we're not here, honestly. Let's see, food are the pink stickers, and for the most part all of this stuff is eaten out. Yeah, because I didn't really go food shopping either. So in terms of groceries, I didn't spend anything actually on groceries. I just did a lot of eating out, which we're going to add up now. And honestly, I didn't buy any new groceries. Anything that we ate was what was in the house. And we're pretty much bare on that too, if I'm gonna be honest. Did I count Ebates? Okay, let's do this over before I make a mistake. Okay, so we have McDonald's, and these are all the pink stickers. So I combine my eating out with my groceries, and that's all the pink stickers that you see here. So we have $7.95 plus 38, 47 plus 21, 67 plus 1903 plus 49.59. So technically this was like a job related expense. And I did get that money back, but I'm still going to count it because I spent it out of my money. All right, so that's what I spent on eating out. As you can see, $136.71, which was probably not a good thing. Let's see if I even bought gas, because which I didn't. You can see is like this teal color, funny color, blue color, which you can see I have none of those. This was not a good month in terms of me staying on top of like my bills and stuff, but we'll get into that after I finish like going through my variable expenses. So I didn't spend anything on gas. Beauty, I don't think I did, which I do have some stuff here. So I actually have one thing, which was, it says beauty right there, so I spent $27.89. And my allowance, which would be under my shopping. And I did a lot of shopping. I need to make an allowance sticker so I could differentiate between my allowance and other things. But yeah, I don't know. Because usually when I put the amount, I'll put allowance, like to let you know what category is going towards, but I didn't do that. So I'm gonna just say that I spent nothing out of there. I'm just checking to see if I have anything marked allowance, which I don't. As you can see, I have a sea of red because I was about that life this month. We have laundry. Wait, I don't think I spent any extra money on laundry things because I still had money on laundry, like my laundry card. So yeah, that's that. And then planning, whew, let's see. So planning, we have the first one, Etsy, which is $12.32. Then we have Simply Gilded, $34.75. $26.82. $29.06. $2.82. $16.30. And that was it as far as planning. I don't know. So 122.07. Actually, out of my allowance, I am gonna put these expenses because that's probably what I did when I put that there. 1401 plus 1385, because I have no idea what that is, but I'll just track it under there because honestly, I did not do a good job at all this month as far as spending. My extra debt payment, Lord Jesus. I'm not even going to get into that because it would be, I had a whole plan and it just did not happen in terms of my bills. So I won't even go ahead and write that in yet. We'll just go ahead and put in the sea of red of how much money I overspent this month out of my budget. And you'll see the bumfoolery. So you know that we don't budget anything here. This was 238.28. So that's just to show you what I was doing out here. So for the most part, these bills don't change. And that's because I have it separated into my fixed and my variable. Those don't change. Let's go ahead and add up our differences. So I almost feel like I don't even know if I paid cash, to be honest, for that, because I feel like I got a gift card, but it might be true. All right, so let's just go ahead and add up my budgeted, my actual, and then the differences. So we have 75 plus 150 plus 50 plus 60 plus 40 plus 50 plus 40 plus 50 equals 515. That's what I had budgeted. Then we have 15, 3 plus 136, 71 plus 2789 plus 2786 plus 12207 plus 23828 gives me 567.84. Now let's see. We have 59.97 plus 150 plus 60 plus 12.11 plus 22.14 plus 40 equals 344.22. But we'll go ahead . So the difference is I don't think something's right here. Okay, so technically it's saying that I'm only $52.84 over, which honestly it kind of makes sense because some categories I didn't spend at all, and then the other categories I definitely overspent in those categories. So let's just go down to my income, which my income was budgeted to be $4,065, and that was my actual. My fixed expenses did not change, and those honestly never do. And My variable, I had budgeted 515, and the actual was 556.84. Okay, so in total for my budget, 27, 25, 65 plus 515 was supposed to give me 32, 40, 65. All right. So technically in savings, if you take away my fixed and variable from my income, I saved $771.51. So that was my savings for this month. But remember, I did have a savings challenge, which I did go ahead and put some money towards. Let's look at my variable income, because that's something that I never talk about. So honestly, I never estimate anything, just because it's not a guarantee that I'm gonna do these things. Except just for the Etsy, which I'm not even making that much there yet, to be honest. But we'll try to calculate what I've made in January for Etsy. Let's see, I'm just gonna log right into my my app, and let's go with this month. Let's do, see, I would like to only see thing, but they're gonna give me everything from January. Okay, so Etsy for January, I made $48.93, and honestly, that is after fees. And there's no differences here because I don't go and try the thing. So that's what I made for January for Etsy. We'll get into Etsy, but I like doing it, and it's picking up. At the end of the day, I don't have a fight like oh, I did something here that I didn't do before. So in January, I started my savings challenge. And then we go. We'll go Marcus, and then okay, so bank account is probably $40 in there because I spent money. Marcus, let's see. We'll just try to see what's in there right now. I don't even remember what this is. I hope that's what this is. Okay, so Mark is $100. Even though I feel like I think I took some money out of there because you can transfer it over. My cash envelopes, we're not gonna put that towards that, and then my actual. Why did it log me out? I hate when I have to keep signing into everything. It's very annoying. Even though technically I have 2 phones, so I shouldn't probably be signing into everything. Savings challenge was $140. I'm not gonna get into my Etsy stuff because I do think that I have an actual planner like for my Etsy stuff. So I did increase my income. I did save at least $200. That's a good thing. I did make 3 sales on Etsy in January. I didn't make not one sale for Poshmark because I have not listed anything. So let's just go ahead and put things I did good on, and I did save money. And that's with the help of me just honestly being very dedicated and not taking nothing out the Marcus account at all. I think that's the only great thing I did. Things so things I need to improve on. Keeping better track of expenses. Hustling, because honestly I try to make the excuse of my job, but I honestly, as hard as I work for my job, I need to work for myself. That'll help me increase my I didn't increase my income by 200. And keeping track of bills. I just need to get really organized in terms of like my credit cards and stuff. Oh, I did increase my credit score. Now, I didn't show you guys that, but it's in my January, like my little note section here. That's what I'm using it for. So it had dropped a lot just because I had a lot of late payment things on there. Moving forward, and I do like to usually do this you know, hustle hustle to increase my income. Need to get those listings on Poshmark. I do have stuff in Poshmark right now, but I don't have everything, and I feel like the stuff that I do have, if it don't sell soon, then I'm probably just gonna take those listings down and go ahead and donate that to people that will actually use it, because I'm too fat to fit some of those things, which is why they're listed. Oh, I didn't close out my sinking funds, which is crazy, but we'll get to that. Get my listings on Poshmark. The rest of the stuff that I want to go ahead and get in there. It is some makeup stuff that I want to get on there as well, and it's not used makeup, so we'll just see how that goes. I have to plan out like a little time bracket and actually stick to it. So stick to time pockets. So the time that I carve out for myself, I need to actually stick to just that time frame, because I'll get stuck on one thing, and it's probably not a very good thing where I can't do everything else. And pay bills on time. So that is my overview of what it is that I could do better. Let's just go ahead and close out my sinking fund. So I didn't take nothing nothing there. We'll just add. So I added $20, 10, 15, 30, 15, 30, and 10, which gave me $200. And that is nothing for me to put down here as far as transactions, because I haven't did anything, and that's what I have in my sinking funds. I do stuff my sinking funds 2 times in a month. I do split it down in half. I haven't did a video on that yet. I do think that that video will be coming soon, as far as how I stuff them. I don't think I've shown yet how I do that, and I have a whole new way, because the way that I was labeling them is a whole new thing. So I'll actually stuff them for the first time this coming up, and I'll go ahead and film that and just show you guys how I actually do that. So finally, this will be my January overview. I think it was a fail. It was a total fail, because it just was not a good month in terms of income and stuff like that. But this is how everything looks. And as far as me going ahead and, you know, really keeping on top of my stuff, I didn't do a very good job this month of that. But if you guys are interested in seeing or continue to see how I go ahead in February, do subscribe to my channel. All of these stickers are from my Etsy shop, so if you're interested in picking up anything from my shop, there are some new formats coming up in there. As far as like these no spin stickers have changed. I haven't listed those yet, but stay tuned for new releases, because I do have those videos when I have new releases out. And I currently have March kits up, because February was already up. And it's time to put out March. So those February listings are not available anymore, but we do have March up. So again, if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. If you're interested in picking up an Erin Condren, for the first time, I do have a $10 off coupon you could go ahead and use. And go ahead and put that towards any Erin Condren product that you do see. Because these planners are pretty pricey, and I think right now they actually have a 35% off all dated planners. So that's like the Deluxe monthly, the life planners, the petite planners, and the soft bound, and the binder system. Any dated planner, well, the binder system was 40% off, And then the you know, coil planners were $35, and you could use that $10 off, so you're basically getting like $45. Well, not well, you'll be getting 35% off plus the $10 extra. So I would just go ahead and pick up one if you're interested in going ahead and doing that. As well as they have the notebooks, which I had an idea. I ordered me 2 notebooks, so I'll probably go ahead and show you guys how that a workout and what I was thinking in my mind, just for people that don't want to go ahead and spend how much is this, like $30 or $40 for this planner. Give you a less expensive option, but basically with the same end goals. If you want to stick to your budget like I plan on doing. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell for notifications of my next upload. And go ahead and subscribe. You keep on watching, so you might as well just subscribe, and you don't have to, you know, look for me. If you're looking for me, you could just find me because you're subscribed to me. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one, and hopefully my nails be done by then. Yeah, I have some time, at least to take the polish off. I don't know about painting them, but we'll see. I'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah.